It's alright.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yo guys, what is up? Moxie here in our Borderlands 3 video, and today we have a 2-minute and 29-second Zane takedown. This was not done by me, this was done by Garw00d, and this is going to be part of a larger series called Borderlands 3 Masterclass. We've got Masterclass and a Borderlands 1 playthrough coming to the channel. Now, the Borderlands 3 Masterclass series is basically going to be me getting into a call with some people that have mastered certain aspects of Borderlands, whether it be the takedown, whether it be Flak, whether it be Moze, whether it be Amara, and basically having a one-stop shop for all of the skill interactions, all the weird things that work in Borderlands that shouldn't work or don't do as they say. So I hope you guys find this series educational and interesting. We're going to watch this clip of Garw00d doing the takedown in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then I got the man himself on the phone, and we're gonna be breaking it down step for step for all the things that he did here. All right, guys, let's play this clip. I'm Moxie,
and this is my masterclass.
Out and about!
Return all scouts to
Throw in the barrier! I live for this! Wow, that's dead here. Itching for a fight. Someone cover me! Sorry, ladies. I'd love to stay, but I've got a job to do.
Those were advanced mechs, but we're after something bigger. Keep going.
Drop that beat! Ah.
Now that is definitely your target. Light that giant bastard up!
How's that for a takedown, you angry...
All right, Garw00d, how the hell are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. This takedown is absolutely insane. The skips in it is crazy. How long were you practicing this for before you got this run?
Good half a week to a week.
That's crazy.
Really?
All right, so we're going to be breaking it down real quick. And what's your... I'm sure we'll show it, but this is his skill tree that he was using for this.
Out and about!
And the weapon you're using, that's the Anarchy, right?
Anarchy to start with, yeah. Here the plan is to one-shot each of these guys here, I did a miserable.
Why'd you shoot the roof above them?
I shoot the roof because I want to get close to the door opening as possible, and you don't get a direct line of sight, and it also guarantees a crit on them from the anarchy ricochets.
Gotcha. So you're shooting above them to ricochet onto their head. It's smart. I should be doing that too.
Return all scouts to
And
Here.
what's this thing?
This is effectively a double jump I found to get out of bounds. These two walls are close enough that you can jump onto the into the corner on the first pipe to shoot yourself up, keep yourself into the wall, then be able to turn around onto the next wall and shoot, and jump on top of this ledge. Then past there, I just had to find the wall that gets above the door into behind where Kraken spawn.
That is absurd. And this, I noticed that the elevator floor wasn't here. Did you do the elevator skip as well before this, or did you? Does this, when you skip Kraken, does this just happen?
No, you. This is elevator skip. So
could you explain what that is?
That's where you go through and you activate the elevator, and as the elevator is going down, you kill yourself. So how I think that works is the game has a reset. So it resets the map, and it goes, is the elevator at the bottom? If so, reset it to the top. But since the elevator is still going towards the bottom, it doesn't reset the elevator. When you get back to the elevator, it's at the bottom, saving about 5 seconds.
That's awesome. And that just shaves off a few extra seconds, right?
Yeah, just a few extra seconds.
Gotcha. So if you guys are wanting to do this elevator skip, all you got to do is you touch the elevator right where Garw00d is now, and then instead of going down the elevator, come back here and like jump off the side over this way, and then you'll kill yourself. The game will reset, and when you come back through here, the elevator will already be at the floor, so you don't have to wait for it if you're trying to do this as fast as possible. And then something interesting happens here with the Valks. You want to walk us through this?
Yeah, so here we have what is I call double Valk skip, which is the same as Valk skip, but instead of only one Valk being unimmune after when they should be immune, both of them are, and we can get both of them down to half health before they jump back up, which causes all respawns to happen much faster. So here we get, so normally the recursion shot will get both of them down to half. Unfortunately, I messed it up again.
This was a mistake?
So the first 3 guys was a mistake. This was a mistake. I make a mistake at the bridge as well. Just an FYI, this is actually a bad.
Interesting. So, so right here, you pop down and you shoot the first one with the ion cannon.
Shoot the first one as they land, so instantly take that shield off, get it to be immune. Now, the other 2 haven't actually spawned yet, so when they spawn, they come down, but the immunity's already happened, so they don't become immune. So now you can damage them down to half armor straight away.
So the first one, when they all spawn, and when you start damaging them, if one goes immune, they all go immune because they're all spawned. But because you already immune this one before the other one spawned, then you can do, and you're using the recursion to do.
Yeah, to get this as fast as possible.
Gotcha, because you don't have all that movement speed that you had coming down the elevator with ion cannon.
Yeah, and throw my barrier off to get AAC.
Yeah, I noticed that. So why do you throw your barrier here?
It's just AACs. I have Sentinel Cryo, and I have AAC Shock and AAC Corrosive on my shield and grenade, just to get extra projectiles off the ricochet. Awesome. And here, normally, you will get both of them to half health if you're moving fast enough.
And what were you... What did you do this for? Were you...
So Yellow Cake does a real quick clear on Valks. Valks was an issue I was having throughout the entire run. And if I swapped to a Yellow Cake, it would fix the issue.
Gotcha.
So I decided to fix the Yellow Cake because I don't have the benefit of ricochets with like Amara because I'm Zane. So I just stuck to a weapon that's good on Zane. So here I one tap, mob phase.
Gotcha.
Now I have to wait for Sigarcha to do her first animation. If I get her immune before her first animation happens, she will then, when she becomes unimmune again, jump up and start her animation to do her attack instead of jumping down.
So that's why you're not shooting at her until she lands.
Yeah, until she lands and starts her animation.
Makes sense. And
here, here all three should spawn, but because I was slow on my recursion shot, because the guy didn't go rotor, didn't go immune straight away, that will also delay the spawn on that as well. So I got the first two, got the two Valks to come down, and then had to wait for the third. That's where I lost a little bit of time.
Gotcha. So because he did the Valk skip, if those of you were wondering why it's important to get this original Valk skip, is because instead of them spawning one by one at a time, as soon as he gets his Valk skip after Sigdrifa, now both Valks spawn at the same time, and you can kill both of them, right?
Actually, all three of them will spawn. With double Valk, all three will spawn.
With double Valk, all three will spawn. Yeah. That's crazy.
and normally I can get a recursion shot while the other one is still in her like nil. But I was a bit slow, so she came out of the position and she was running around. I was just fortunate enough that she was behind me, and they're all chained.
And so why do you run over to these enemies here?
Because I failed to keep my speed demon from Valks. So normally you can keep your 3 stacks of speed demon with Valks and do this bridge skip quite easily. You can actually even do it without jumping because you're going fast. But because I failed to keep it up, I had to get at least 1 stack. I only got 1 stack in. You need at least 1 stack with Zane on this method to do it. If you had a anti-freeze with +5 in violent speed, you don't need a stack of speed demon. But unfortunately, I'm using Seeing Dead to keep my action skills up because otherwise the Valk fight becomes very bad. Like, I could do an anti-freeze all the way up to here, but as soon as they start Wotan, the fight becomes slower.
Gotcha.
I'm better off with.
So you kill these enemies real quick, get the stack of speed demon, which is going to give you the speed that you need to get across the bridge.
Yeah.
Or to the bridge.
To the rock.
Or yeah, I forgot. You do this. So can you explain the slide mechanic that you're using here on this corner?
So here, ledges will speed up Zane because there's a slope down. That slope will increase Zane's movement speed. And if you slide, that increases it even more. So here you can slide and get a very fast bump off the ledge. And because of how ledges work when you slide off them, you don't go down, you go sideways. You can then also jump halfway on the slide, sorry. Because you're still in the slide animation, I believe, and because the game thinks if you're in a slide animation, therefore you're allowed to jump. And that's what I believe.
So basically, any downslope, which this corner has just a little bit of, if you slide on it with just the right timing, you can propel yourself.
Yeah, get a lot of speed boost. And then because of how slide works, when you come off the ledge, you can jump halfway through, which is what I did.
So he's sliding on the corner and jumping at this basically one after the other very quickly, and that gives him with speed demon all his movement speed skills to get across this rock. That's sick. And what is getting to this rock help us with? You can't do this unless you're here.
I can't do the pardon, sorry.
This rocket jump is
the first rocket jump is just to increase speed. The second one is to actually just get back in bounds, because to get to Wotan from out of bounds without going back in bounds takes a lot longer. It's possible, but this is the fastest route I found. Skips the entire bridge, which takes about 50 seconds to a minute, and this can take up to 30.
It's crazy. So the very first rocket jump here, you're jumping.
Yeah, you don't actually need this rocket jump. It just saves a little bit of time.
Gotcha. And then from this rock, you're jumping into
an area you can look at from inside. Well, inbound.
Gotcha. And is there
I
anything
found-
special that you're doing to do this rocket jump? Like you're just jumping and shooting at the ground, nothing else?
Jumping and shooting.
Jumping
and
and
that's
shooting. Okay.
And just making sure I got the correct direction.
Mm-hmm.
So with rocket jumping with Ruby's Wrath, it pushes you to the side, to the right. So you can see on the second one, where I get onto the white platform, I actually go out straight, like parallel to the white platform instead of looking at it.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm going to get pushed right.
You get pushed right. Okay, so that's why you're like
Looking
Yeah.
parallel to. And then that's why I strafe right on the second jump, because I know that get pushed me straight again. And then you get to the Wotan fight.
Does Wotan spawn here? Or do you get to do anything special to get Wotan? Like if you do the
Nothing
skip,
special.
Nothing special. Okay.
The only thing special,
is a legit straight through run. That's crazy.
The only thing special Wotan needs is Valkyrie.
And
it's also
those grapples. Those sped you up there.
no. Those grapples was because I have the thing where if you're holding W, you grapple, and holding W because it helps with certain jumps, like to find out of bounds and things like that. I always use that to just to see if there's something to grapple on.
And why the swap to the quickie here?
So the quickie gives us delayed damage that we can activate whenever we want. So what I was using was a back burner, and a back burner can't really get Wotan on the pillar while he's damageable, because I can do enough damage to get him straight to immune while he's on the floor. But once he goes up to the pillar, I can't really damage him with the back. So I quickly swap to the quickie, so I have delayed damage that I can activate whenever I want. So once he lands and I start seeing him ticking, I slide to get extra damage with torque stickies and swap. And that swapping activates the torque stickies to do damage. I swap to my iron cannon, so then he goes into his double shield phase on the pillar, which saves about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then here I use an iron cannon to get through double shield phase in one go.
In one shot.
So in one shot, yeah.
And you're sliding why?
Sliding, just more damage. That's what we need.
Because of violent momentum.
Violent momentum, Zane.
Nice. And then that right there. Why are you doing that?
That right there is me activating my kill skill. So activating my barrier, then going to my inventory and escape almost instantly to get action skill ends to get more ricochets for the recursion.
So basically fate grasping, but with Zane.
Basically.
Awesome. And then recursion, slide shot.
Boom.
That's crazy.
Pretty much.
And there is the 229.
For a takedown, you angry.
Yeah.
And you show off all the gear here. Awesome.
Yeah. And yeah.
Is there any reason why your grenade was level 1 there?
So we want kill skills to be permanently active, right? And recurring hex and your drone with drone delivery can proc it all the time, but we don't want a high level grenade just in case they will kill them. And this is back from when I was doing Mayhem 4, where grenades could actually do damage, unlike now. So you probably could use a level 57.
Yeah.
But I just had a level 1 in my inventory, and it does the same job.
Gotcha. Damn,
yeah.
This was crazy. And I wanted to ask you, lastly, why do you you prefer the Sentinel Crowd Anarchy over like something like 390?
Yeah, 300% 90 on Anarchy won't help because each pellet is calculated separately. So if I had 300%, once I get past his shield, I'll just be using a normal Anarchy. Where Sentinel Cryo just seems to add more consistency compared to it.
And that applies to pretty much all large multi-pellet weapons, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Perfect. All right. Garw00d, thank you so much for walking us through this. I'm sure everyone who's watching this probably pretty amazed. This is some crazy, crazy stuff. If people want to watch you do this live, where could they go?
Twitch.com/Garw00d with 2 zeros instead of O's.
Perfect. Garw00d, Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!